recommendation, advice, any inspiration?
Yeah, sure. Well, the first thing I would say is find a business you're passionate about.
Right.
Because the truth is, sometimes it stresses you out. You get to that point where you begin to wonder, why am I even doing this? Right. So, what keeps you going is your passion for that business. And
Mm,
that's why I'm only involved in things that I enjoy doing. So that when
right.
I get to that point where, that frustration wants to set in, I'm reminded of my why. Why did I start this in the first place?
Hmm.
And that just helps me, research and do what I have to do.
Yeah.
Another thing I would say is try to find a balance,
Okay.
right? Try to find
Yeah.
a balance.
Mhm.
Find something that you can handle. Don't look at other people and compare yourself with them and feel like, oh, she's doing it, I can do it. You don't
No.
know the backstory. You don't know what they're struggling with. You don't know. So
Mm,
find what you can handle.
mm,
You could decide to do a model, an online model like I'm doing right now, because I'm
mhm,
able to manage that easily. Imagine if I had like a physical store that I had to go to every day. That
mm.
would be overwhelming. I get off work
Yes.
at 5. I pick up
Yes.
my kids, feed them dinner, then I have to go to some store to go
Mm,
and process what
go.
might have it would
Yeah.
be it will be too much for, yeah. So
Mm,
just find a balance and find what you enjoy doing, and make sure that whatever it is that you choose to do, you're passionate about it. It will keep you going no matter what. At the end of the day, you will be fine. Don't be discouraged, because in business, there are days that you're just like, what? But just keep the hope alive. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it would pay off at the end of the day, honestly. Honestly.
all right. Thank you so, so much. But before you go, obviously, our viewers out there, we want to know if they want to connect with you, how can they connect?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at the_yum_cuisine. So at the Yum Cuisine, or at Ninjapreneur Canada. That's another place you can find me. And for my fashion store is at KZ_Shally.
Mm.
KZ_BY_Shally. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. But totally connect with me on Instagram. Trust me, you're in for a ride. You will love my content so much. You'll be hooked.
I know, I know, I know. I do see all those yummy those yummy dishes that you put on there, and sometimes my mouth just, my saliva runs, my tummy, and I'm thinking, this girl is making me hungry now.
Oh
And
my.
I must comment, because not because you're my sister, but I do see what you do, and I do see you collaborating with other brands on there as well. So that's really good. That
Thank you.
spirit, that community spirit is there
Yes.
all the time. Okay, that's very, very good. So, but before you go, lastly, again, one more thing. I know you've got family. You've got a young family, and you're married as well. And
Yes.
aside your corporate world, there are family people out there, people who have family, who are married, have kids, um, and they're finding it difficult to start something, to start a journey. So they have that aspiration, they have the vision, but they're finding it difficult to start one way or the other. But here you are, you know, and you've got children. I know you've got two lovely children there. So can you advise our viewers how to go about it?
Okay. First thing is, if you're thinking of maybe migrating, for example, with your family, and you're thinking of starting a business and all of that, and you have doubts, please don't be deterred by that. You can absolutely do it. You will do it. Every one of us doing it. We do not have two heads. We
No.
just have what we have, and then we have God.
Yes.
Honestly, that is something I should have been emphasizing all the way, honestly, because it's just God and God's grace, right? That's the number one thing. And then after that, when you do move here, find a balance. I cannot overemphasize that thing. Finding a balance to to how you would run things is actually the way you would succeed, to be honest. For me, for example, when I recently got here, I had two babies under three. I had a newborn and a 3 year old. It was it was a lot. So I had to, of course, put the toddler in the daycare and everything, and so just find a way that the community is built in a way that there are facilities that you can make use of to make your life easy.
Yes.
Some may cost you money, right? A little bit, yeah, but you may have to overstretch yourself when necessary and adjust when necessary, but just find the right balance. That's just the truth. And trust God. And honestly, you will be fine. And find a community. Remember, no man is an island. There are days where maybe you have to go for an interview, for example, assuming you have your kids at home with you, right? If you don't know anybody, if you don't have where to put them, how do you go for that interview? The world wasn't always this way where we do everything virtually.
Yes.
We used to go in for interviews,
Yes.
and with
Yes.
the economy opening up now and everything,
Mm-hmm.
chances are things will go back to the way they used to be. So
Yeah.
try to find a community,
Mm-hmm.
make friends when necessary, and just find at the end of the day, honestly, just find a balance. You have to somehow, yeah, and you'll do fine. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I tell people, I'm always like, honestly, sis, I feel like God will never give us more than we can bear. We just
Mm-hmm.
need to look inward and look
Yes.
around. The
Mm-hmm.
solution is
Mm-hmm.
right there. You just
Yeah.
find a way to
Yeah.
figure it out. So it may look like a lot. It may look like, oh no, why me? Or how can I handle this?
Yes.
But the spirit, the strength to actually handle it is
Mm-hmm.
inbuilt. We just need to find it through God, honestly. Yeah.